What's up, witches? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a new video, a new kind of video, and I like to call it Introducing the Harry Potter Spellbook and Interactive Book. Hooray! It'll just be called Introducing, but this series I will be opening new decks with you guys. I'm very excited. It's kind of like, it won't be a deck review as I won't have used them yet. I haven't even opened this one, and I've had it for a million years now. Unfortunately, I haven't opened it yet because I wanted to do this, and I don't know, felt like I didn't have the time. I don't know what's going on with me. Anyway, enough of my ramblings about that. So this new series, we're just it'll be a first introduction to this type of cards, this like new deck, and I guess an overall first impressions, how I feel about it. So with that being said, let's get right into it. This obviously is called the Spell Deck and Interactive Book from the films of Harry Potter. If you know me, I am a huge Harry Potter fan. Loved it since I was very young when the first book came out. Loved reading it, loved the movies, except for the last few I'm not a big fan of. I still like them, obviously, but I'm not gonna bore you with the details of how I feel like it wasn't enough or whatever. Blah. Okay, so before we get into the video, the actual reason we're here come the apologies. You know, it's been like a minute and I'm just rambling, but here's the apologies. The animals are kicking around, Luna's kicking around, and she's up. She's playing on her play mat, so if you hear bells, you hear baby noises, that's Luna hanging out. Blue is also right by my chair, so you'll probably hear him clicky clockies. He's chewing on something. I may also tell him off a few times, because he just likes to be a pain in my bum. The cats I think they're napping, so you know what? You probably won't even have to hear about them. So, now that that is all done and out of the way, let's get into this deck. I'm dying to get in here. Okay, so, the box is beautiful, as per usual. Let's read the back. From Patronus Casting to the Cursed Avada Kedavra, the spell deck and book set is your guide to the magic of the films of Harry Potter. 40 full-color printed cards, profiling spells, charms, curses, and jinxes from the wizarding world, complete with descriptions, uses, and behind-the-scenes details of movie magic. Interesting. Okay, let's open it. I'm done reading. Ooh. So opening it is very cool. It's very cool in here. I like how it's set up, like the box is set up. You just flip it open and bada bing, bada boom, there's the book and here's the cards. I actually really enjoy that. That there's a certain spot for the book and a certain spot for the cards, and they're kind of both separate. Okay, so this is the booky book. It's not a bad size. I don't mind it. It looks like I have to kind of read it. Oh my gosh, what is this section? Use the following pages to create profiles of spells of your own invention? Oh, what? That's cool. I can make my own spells? Hell yeah. List 10 spell casters from the Harry Potter films, ranking them from most powerful to least powerful. Y'all, I don't know if this is an actual, like, deck. Ooh, I can pick my favorite spell. Oh my god, I can take notes from the movies. Notes from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Well, I'm just kidding. We don't got time for that or Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2. Okay, let's get into the cards. Nobody got time for that. So I can kind of see some of these cards, like here is the front of them and the back. I don't know if any of you have ever played with Pokemon cards, but that's what it kind of reminds me, is how it's set up. So this is the first card, which is Accio. It shows you how to pronounce it, what kind it is, the purpose of it, where it's like what movie it's featured in, and what the spell scene, the first one is, I guess. And a fantastic fact, Hermione Granger taught Harry Potter the summoning charm that ultimately saved his life. Wow. Excuse you. Y'all, I don't think this is an actual, like, spell deck, but, like yeah, unless it goes into further detail in the book, let's find out. So we're gonna look at Accio, just because it's the first one on the top, and I'm just really confused. What? I'm just very confused on how and what is going on. Like, is this an actual, like, deck? So, I was expecting this deck to be like a oracle kind of deck with nice messages in it. No, it's just like, it looks like it's just fact cards, and this book, which is way too small for what it's intended for, in my opinion. It's just got a whole bunch of like Harry Potter themed activities that are themed around the books, or the movies, sorry. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like I've kind of been lied to a little bit. I don't know how to feel. I feel like I've been lied to. Like, it's kind of interesting, for sure, that it has like all the spells and stuff. Like, I actually haven't gone through the cards, so let's maybe do that. When I go through oracle decks that don't lie to me about being oracle decks, I do this, where I like go through them, separate them, kind of talk to them, and then I'll shuffle them and ask them for a message for my first use. But this one is just, by the looks of it, a bunch of spells, which again is very cool from a Harry Potter fan standpoint, but being a Harry Potter fan and wanting to see a like an oracle deck from it, I am kind of disappointed about that. That's what I was expecting from this, but no. Also, the other thing I'm sort of kind of disappointed about it is it follows the movies and not the books. And as much as I like the movies, I like the books way more. So this is just, I don't know. Let's keep going through the cards, and I'll shut up. Okay, so that's the rest of the cards for you. They were kind of stuck together, which I find very frustrating, honestly. I find it very frustrating when cards are stuck together and I can't like smoothly just deal them out. I find it very frustrating when they're sticky and I can't do much about it, and the shuffling is a bitch. I hate that. I'm sorry, it drives me crazy. Okay, sorry about that. I had to take a sip of tea and then Blue was going nuts. As I was saying, these cards, they're kind of sticky. So they don't shuffle nicely, they don't separate nicely, and that drives me up the wall. Luna is now sitting with us. That drives me up the wall when the cards are sticky and they don't shuffle nicely. I don't know why, it's a pet peeve of mine and it drives me crazy. But let's, I don't know, see what these cards will come up with for the first little shuffle, first ever shuffle of them. Luna, you can't shuffle. They shuffle okay. Like they were pretty sticky, but I think now that I've kind of separated them, they actually shuffle pretty smoothly. So, all right, I'll give you that, deck. I'll give you that. Let's see what kind of card we pull out. Luna's trying to help out. She was on her playmat, but now she's sitting up here with me. So if you see a little baby hand, it's just her trying to grab and touch and be bad. So the spells I got on top were Wingardium Leviosa, Finite Incantatem, and Stupefy. Well, that's nice. Okay, so Wingardium Leviosa, I'm just gonna read the purpose. The purpose is to levitate objects a few feet in the air. Finite Incantatem, its purpose is to terminate most spell effects. And Stupefy renders the target unconscious. Well, this deck has rendered me unconscious. So, my overall thoughts on this deck. from a Harry Potter fan, from strictly just a Harry Potter fan point of view, this is a really neat deck. Like, it's a really neat way to kind of learn the spells and see what it's all about and kind of get a better idea of all the spells in the Harry Potter movies, I guess. It's a little disappointing that it follows the movies and not the books. That's just my, I don't know, thing. I prefer the books over the movies, a lot of people do, but anyway, that's just my thing. From a, excuse you ma'am, from a tarot card / Harry Potter fan point of view, this deck was very deceiving. I thought it was actually like an oracle deck, so I'm very disappointed that it isn't, and it's just a bunch of spells. I guess you could like deep dive into it and be like, okay, well, stupefy, it renders your things, it renders people unconscious, so I don't know. It, something will knock you off your feet and render you unconscious. I don't know. Something will lift up your spirits when Wingardium Leviosa. I guess I could look at it that way, but like, this will not be displayed with my tarot and oracle decks. This is more of a Harry Potter fan piece as opposed to a spiritual deck that I would use. So that was kind of a disappointing thing, but I'm glad I opened it. I am glad I have it. Again, as a Harry Potter fan strictly, it is very cool, and like looking through the spell cards is very interesting and neat, learning different facts. Like, I know some of them were the behind the scenes ones. Most of the facts I already know. That's just speaking from the facts that I've kind of perused while looking at these. So, you know, that's all. But that's it for this introducing video. Again, overall thoughts. It's neat, but I'm disappointed. And that is my overall thoughts. Also, I forgot to say about my thoughts about the book. The book is a very interesting concept as well. I really like it, again, as a Harry Potter fan, but the book is actually too small to, like, I don't know, maybe I've got like big man hands or something, but I find it's a little too small for my liking for this kind of thing, like writing in it and making my own spells. But from a like I don't know, a tarot perspective, it is also kind of a neat concept that I can make my own spells. It would be good to like write my own spells down, I guess, if I ever do decide to make any of my own. So that's kind of interesting, but again, I find it too small to do that because again, I don't know, I just don't like writing in tiny books. And it has virtually nothing to do with the cards. It's kind of my pet peeve as well, which, I mean, all the information's on the cards anyway, so who cares? Okay, rant over. That is my thoughts for this deck. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment down below because you know I love to hear from you, how you feel about this deck and how you feel about this new series coming in. Are you interested? Are you not interested? Let me know. Let me know how you feel about this deck. Again, from a fan point, very cool. From a tarot point, it's very disappointing, and I feel like it lied to me. So that is my thoughts, and I'm not gonna repeat them again. Like if you would like to leave a like. So many likes in one sentence. Like if you would like to, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to. If not, that's totally fine. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate your support. I think there's 241 subscribers right now, and that is really cool and very exciting. But I am done talking now, and I will leave you guys alone, and I will see you in another video some other time. Bye!